Bisexuality. The thing that every middle school girl has. The arts are a special place, a place where all sexuality is tolerated, where it's almost impossible to find a homophobic person. But there is also a sort of a lack of bisexual representation in the medium that we call theater. Not to say that there's a lack of bisexuals, if anything it's a surplus, but there's not many characters who are bisexual, other than like really bad characters. And it's kind of annoying. So today we're going to take a little bit of time to look at all of the different bisexual characters throughout musical theater history. Starting with Claude from Hair. I know everyone was expecting like a different character, one that shall go unnamed as of right now, but I have a specific problem with that character, so we're going to keep going. So Claude, the basically lead of Hair. Well, not basically, but you know what I mean. Hair is a great show, one that is discredited as old and hippie-ish, but it honestly is one of the best shows ever written, and people should acknowledge it as something more than just an outdated musical. Just because it doesn't have pop music in it doesn't mean that it's not good. This turtle draws. But Claude goes through character development. He goes through emotions and points of thought, and that's not something that you see in many bisexual characters. They're mostly either in a relationship with another bisexual character on stage, or they're totally comedic effect characters. Because ha 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 ha, lesbians, you know? And, well, there's another stereotype on stage that is very annoying and very prevalent right now. But I'm going to leave it out until we talk about the one person that everyone clicked on this video to hear about. Claude is a perfect example of how a bisexual should be represented on stage. He's not defined by his sexuality, and he has morals and motives and things that keep him on track. He's not a bland character that is only there for comedic effect because haha, lesbians. And male bisexuality as a whole is not even really present in today's society at large, and it is frightening because men can be bisexuals too. If you didn't know. Character number 2 is Dankin from Dankin? Dakin? Dekine? Dank Memes from the History Boys. Now, I know what you're thinking. What? This isn't a musical. Well, no, it's not. It's a stage play. What do I mean by a stage play, you might ask yourself? I mean a musical, but without the music. I know. No one likes them, but we have to talk about them. Because, so this is The History Boys. It's a play written by Alan Bennett, and it's quite amazing. It's so good. I would really, really, really recommend that you go and you look up and you research this play, because it is quite amazing. But no matter how good it is, let's talk about dank memes, because Dakin, he also is a person who shows character growth. He is, I'd say he's very, very handsome in the script. He's written to be handsome, but that's just a point of the talking. That's not his character. His character is very charming, but not only because he's handsome. And he eventually becomes the object of affection of the main characters, basically. And one with good reason, but he's on the line of being sexualized, but he's not really. He's just sexualized in the minds of the other characters, and that's what makes it work. It makes it so that the other people are the sluts. It just makes more sense. He's not over-sexualized, and he's not a comedic relief character. He's a serious person who is charming and not without character. And that's not something that you see many a days in musical theater anymore. So maybe this thing called plays are a valuable art form in which we can learn to create meaningful stories with meaningful characters. And now, I know I didn't really talk about Dakin, Dolphin, but I want you to go research him. It's because I loved the play so much, I don't want to ruin anything for anyone. I mean, I love Hair, but it's not... You can go and listen to the soundtrack and it'll be just as good as if you go and see it in person. But with History Boys, you actually have to read it to understand what I'm talking about. So please do. I don't think the script's that expensive. Now it's time. Why? The character I've dreaded talking about and avoided talking about for this entire video is Maureen from Rent. Yay! Now, I have a specific problem with this. The worst... I'm sorry, I really don't want to talk about this character. But if I don't, I'm going to get a bunch of hate. So, this character is not a good character. It does not represent bisexuality in a whole, because all it is a... to word it in politically correct terms, a person who is liberal with their body. If you get what that means. And many bisexuals in theater right now are represented as people who are very, very liberal with their body. And that's not a problem if you are, but not all bisexuals are like that. And here is where I point out a mistake that I made. I, in my Be More Chill video, said that as if it were canonical, the main character of Be More Chill, of which I forget the name, because I seriously do not care about him, I said that he was a canonical bisexual, and that's not true, as pointed out by... I'm gonna take a snapshot of it, so whatever it says on the screen right now, they pointed out that it's not canonical, and thank you for that. Your feedback and help in this is very much appreciated. And I'd like to see more and more of you help me out if I make a mistake. Or comment me in the comment section, because I can make full videos on them and rank in that sweet, sweet ad revenue as you do. But back to Mimi. You can see, because I go on so many tangents, well, more tangents than usual, that I really don't want to talk about this. Mimi. Bisexuals right now are being represented as people who are liberal with their body, and it's a problem, because not all bisexuals are, and it's like, just stop. You can make one character that's not defined by sexuality. So yeah, Mimi is not a good character because she is only liberal with her body, and that's her character trait. Her motivations and her character arcs come through the fact that she goes off and is very liberal with her body and perceives that the relationships that she's in are open relationships when they are not. And I've met a lot of bisexuals in my life, and a lot of them are really nice people. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But Maureen just makes it all seem like every single bisexual is like her, and that is not true. Chloe bro, I'm shouting you out. Ooh. Maureen, not Maureen. Yeah, it is Maureen. Sorry, everyone's name in that show sounds the same. She's just a really, really big person who is liberal with their body and nothing else, which is why I've only been able to talk about one thing about her, because that is her. You can't define her as anything else other than that, and the fact that she has AIDS. So that's not a good character. I could probably name you 20 different things about the past two characters that I've talked about, and nothing else about Maureen. And I'd like anyone who wants to challenge me on this to comment down in the comment section below something else about Maureen that is not her being liberal with her body, or in direct result of her being liberal with her body. And if you do, if you trump me, I'll call you out. I'll be like, yo, this person made me seem like a doofus. So yeah, I hate Mimi, or Maureen. I hate Maureen so much. Hi, Mr. Cloud. I have to stop this video. This video is already too long because I've been trying not to talk about Maureen for this long. Now, if you're bisexual, please make it known that if you're not liberal with your body, you should tell someone, preferably like playwrights. And I believe that people who are bisexual should be accurately represented in the medium we call theater, especially because everyone in theater is gay. No exceptions. So, I don't know, comment down below if you want. Subscribe if you want. I hate Maureen, and Jonathan Larson only made one decent thing, and it's called Tick Tick Boom Bye.